Guys, how you going? We're going to do some Warzone. I'm not sure what Bone Daddy's doing. I did message him, but I didn't got a message back. I know that he was busy doing some sort of induction thing. But what I want to do is just listen to the news again because it's the 6 o'clock news. So just give me 2 seconds. I know we've got music going in the background.
Forced to quarantine in a car outside the property. 98 cases have been recorded across the state. 20 of those were infectious in the community. Fresh health alerts have been issued for dozens of new COVID exposure sites. Anyone who visited the following locations is considered a close contact and must get tested and isolate for 14 days. That's regardless of the result. And for more information on exposure dates and times, please visit 9news.com.au. An announcement is expected today on the fate of Victoria's lockdown from Premier Daniel Andrews. Crisis talks ran late into the night after the state reported 16 cases yesterday. Clinical epidemiologist Professor Nancy Baxter joined us moments ago.
We're not quite there yet, Chad.
Sadly, I don't think we're going to get to really the numbers that they need to, it's like a bushfire, right? If you leave some embers, they're going to start into flames. And that's what happens if you don't kind of really drive the numbers down before you open up.
Victoria's Chief Doctor, Professor Brett Sutton, says the spread we've seen at sporting events in the latest outbreak is likely to change crowd management at major events in the future. Meantime, the families of NRL players have been given the green light to enter Queensland after the government delayed the initial move last weekend. Almost 500 relatives will head to the Gold Coast and into an NRL-managed quarantine hub to begin their 14-day isolation periods. 3 new COVID cases in South Australia has prompted a return to restrictions this morning. Private gatherings are capped at 10. Masks are compulsory in high-risk settings. Gyms and non-essential retail is closed. SA Premier Stephen Marshall says the rules are in place to prevent a lockdown. In a rare move, Australia, the US and other Western nations have directly blamed China for a global cyber attack. Live to 9 Federal Politics reporter Eliza Edwards. Eliza, good morning. Has Beijing responded?
Alex, no word yet, but we should not expect China to stay silent on this. Its government has been accused of financially backing major cyber crimes, including an attack on Microsoft Exchange email accounts, compromising tens of thousands of computers around the world, including in Australia. The hack was first identified back in January, but it's taken until now for Australia and other like-minded countries to directly call out Beijing. This kind of joint condemnation is pretty unprecedented, but the Alliance of Nations has stopped short of punishing China with sanctions. Alex.
All right, Eliza, thank you. After a July filled with wild weather and heavy rain, Perth is on track to break a 20-year rainfall record. Nine's Mia Edgerton-Warburton joins us from Perth. Mia, good morning. Today's rain could crack the record.
Good morning. Yeah, it's dry now, but we're forecast to get about 10 millimetres of rain today, so we could break that record in just a matter of hours. We only need 3 millimetres of rain to make it the wettest July since 2001, and we still have a week left. Right now the record is 182.6 millimetres of rain in a month, but we're looking like we'll get about 200 this month, so well and truly above and beyond, and that's because we were battered by a series of cold fronts in the last few weeks. We saw winds of 100 kilometres an hour and big bursts of rain which absolutely flooded streets. We saw cars stranded and parks turned into absolute pools. So we are also on the cusp of breaking another record. That's 16 days of rain in a row. But if we achieve that, that'll be the first time we've done it since 2009.
Mia, thank you so much. Let's get to your sport right now. And fresh COVID cases have been detected in the athletes' village ahead of the Tokyo Olympic Games. Today's Christina Hearn is right there on the ground for us. Christine, good morning to you. This all comes as our Wimbledon hero, Ash, checks into the village.
Yeah, that's right, Alex. This wasn't great timing for these reports to emerge. Just as Ash Barty was touching down in Tokyo, we heard that there was a third athlete that had tested positive in the Games Village, this time a Czech beach volleyball player. On top of that, a US gymnast has also tested positive, but she hadn't checked into the athlete's accommodation yet. Of course, Games organisers face a big headache in trying to isolate all these close contacts, many of which are athletes, but unlike Australia, there is no 14 days quarantine as long as they test negative 6 hours before competition, then they are free to compete. And just to give you an idea about the feeling on the ground about the Olympics amongst the Japanese people, major Olympic sponsor Toyota has decided not to air any games-related commercials during the games. Alex.
It is a worry, Chris. Thank you. Now, let's come back home now. And the AFL has confirmed its revised round 19 fixtures. Melbourne and the Dogs will battle for top spot on Saturday night. Brisbane and the Gold Coast will play at the Gabba earlier in the day, then Adelaide host Hawthorn at home. All three of those matches were originally scheduled for next week. And the taunts behind this bizarre altercation, the Rabbitohs Doggies clash, has been revealed, with South's 5'8" Cody Walker telling Bulldogs halfback Lachlan Lewis to go back to reserve grades. Lewis was fined $1,600 for that incident, which occurred after the halftime siren. Playing a few more games with you.
The Brisbane today, fine and sunny, a lovely top of 20 degrees. Tomorrow looking a little windy, it will be mostly fine though. Looking good on Thursday, fine and sunny, a shower or two rolling on Friday.
Just what it's doing outside, chap. It's fucking raining. How unusual. There's a free cable here.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment. Enemy soldier incoming. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone. Battle Royale. Gas is approaching your position. Move to the safe zone. Eliminate all targets in the AO.
You're right, mine was running okay. It shits me at the moment, it's not. fuck out of me, man, when you came to the It was fucking hilarious. Fucking jumped about 15 feet in the air.
Welcome to the Gulag. If you survive, you earn your freedom. While you're waiting, feel free to give these wankers. And if you find something to throw, feel free to give them that as well. Fight's kicking off. Get yourself sorted, you're up next. Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. You're up, soldier. Now go sort this fucker out. Stop, we're bringing you home. They hit us hard that time.
Devil on a run. 6-gun leather. Can. Ugh. Needs to be clean from being this good. Okay. Let's just wipe down shit. Yeah. Yeah, get down. Get down and boogie. Yeah. And guess what? Get down and boogie. Oh, man. Oh, my stats are in for Warzone. This will be fucking hilarious.
Holding for deployment. Now's a good time to warm up. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Hostile dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Warm-up's done. Time to kick this off. Battle Royale.
I'm fine, love.
Got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone.
I'm fine, love. I'm going to right. But I need to get them faster. So I'm not sure if that's I'll send you the sites. Give me 5 seconds while I'm playing Warzone. So hang on a second.
Targets are up. Get to work. Objective is to eliminate the bounty target. target is down. Well done. Exfil's on station. You get to the
all
LZ.
day, so don't worry about it. That was pretty good, chat. It's not very often I get a good one like that. Ah, fuck. Press my button.
Gas inbound. Enemy UAV overhead.
Must be upstairs. Fuck's sake. Got 1 minute to find it. Where's the fucking other? Right here. Is that it there? Where the fuck is it?
Listen up, soldier. Win here and you return to the front line. But if you lose, you're done. Time to earn your freedom, soldier.
How about we walk this off?
Got roughed up in there. We're bringing you home. If your team has some cash, they can pay for your release. I'll be back to finish the job.
Well played, but fuck's sake. Just spraying like what he is. Tail actually. So lucky I'm not working it. I should message Mike and say, how's it going? How's it going in the rain there, mate? Do you think that would go down well, chat? I think I might be in trouble for that. What do you reckon?
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment.
Someone like he's scared. He doesn't like rain, he doesn't like the loud noise. I hate that power.
Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemy dropping into the AO. Playtime's over, mate. You're going to the war zone. Battle Royale. Got gas closing in fast. Get to the safe zone. Eliminate all targets in the AO.
Fuck yeah. Why is it doing that? Sorry, chat. It's fucking Storm City. Thank fuck I'm not fucking working in that fucking hellhole today. That fucking parabanks. It's alright, Loki. It's alright, Loki. Fucking hell. I need the rain, like we go months without rain in the summer. But the last few days, man, we might as well live in the most wettest fucking country in the world. It's alright, mate. He's so scared. It's okay, buddy. Look. No, it's okay. You're okay. Let's sit up here. He's so scared, Chad. He's underneath the table. He fix the table. What's today, Tuesday, we do labels. I would just stop and sit underneath the thing. There's no way I would be walking around the fucking... Surely they would understand that. Like, if I was driving, I would have to stop. Because that's ridiculous. The gutters are overflowing and everything. They're not seeing me now, though, because I'm telling you now. Still another one there, surely. Tell you what, I wouldn't be going away for the wasn't. They're at the fire station, that's why they're there.
Enemy UAV overhead.
You have to
Airstrike, you are cleared hot.
This is Striker 3-1, good copy. Strike inbound. Impact, no joy.
Mark target for strike.
This is loader 2-0, good copy. Buster strike away.
located.
Mark target for strike.
This is Striker 3-1, good copy. Strike in, back in. No hits on that run.
Enemy UAV overhead.
See, yeah, I don't mind dying like that.
Fight to earn redeployment.
Liking it, like I've already shot someone and he was probably the one in that vehicle. Waiting for me to come over. Another one, maybe. Let's get back into the match, into the game. We'll get this video. Listen to that fucking rain, dude. It's alright, mate. Got something on your head.
Win here and you return to the front line. You lose, your fight is
It's
over.
not going in there.
Time to earn your freedom, soldier. You gave him a proper choice. Stand by for redeployment.
Sucks that we don't have those guns. So much we can do about it. So that one of those, both of those guns would be cool. To us, we'll go for us. I don't want to look outside with all the rain. Shit come too. Shit come for close contact. Oh, there he is.
The enemy took that one, but we'll be back to finish the job.
Look at it all adding up. I wish I knew how to click on YouTube. Alright, let's go to the toilet. And then at 7 o'clock we'll have a COVID update in the news. I actually need to do some stuff in the fucking, what's his name? Sorry, chat. I'm just trying to organise stuff when Sonny's dead comes. So we've got some boxes and stuff to put stuff in because he hasn't got any boxes. So yeah. What I want to do, the other thing I want to do is move this table out so I can use it on my desk. But at the moment I've got that much fucking shit. Same shit. Stuff. just put that there for now. I just don't want to actually put stuff in there for it. I noticed, guys, also noticed the way the big room is to get the stuff out before it gets here. I don't think that's I just need another monitor, that's all I need. Monitor on my monitors. See? Another monitor. Just needs an extra white now. So, hard drives. Room in my room, like if he wants this room, I need to take all the. What I would like to do, to be honest with you, is he has this room and I have a bigger room to put all my filming shit. And then it's going to basically then just to where we have to go and what we have to do. Yeah, it's not the best fucking thing in the world, but it's what it is. It's what it is, you know what I mean? And yeah, I have got fucking shit spread everywhere. But at least it's out of the way. And that way I can make a little bit of magic here a bit later. So you can put that, I don't know if you can see, you can maybe put that desk right next to it and then move it across. Does that make sense? And when this goes, I might be able to move this stuff around, like make the desk, you know. It looks like a fucking dog. Yeah. Out! Get out! Out! At least my bedroom doesn't look so bad. maybe extend that out or put it. Maybe put it there. I don't know. Who knows? But at least I've done something. And continue to do something. That's the thing. You know, I've got shit everywhere. Absolute fucking crap everywhere. To the point that if you walked in here, you'd think I'm moving myself. And I'm not. And yeah, I'm not in the middle of the camera. I don't know what's happening there. The camera's moved itself. May have bumped it. Still not. Maybe I need to go that way a bit. Probably. Can't do it. But I can't. The thing is, I can't see the chat. If someone comes in, I won't be able to see the chat. That's right. There we go. Yeah, I know I've got a dog breakfast, so I already fucking know that. These are nearly dry, I think. Good shit. I better just slow down. One, I don't want to have my antibiotics. Not ready to go, I don't even know. I'm just taking them for the sake of, because there was no infection, but I still feel shit. So, who knows? Good fucking nose, to be honest. At least we sort of know what's going on a little bit now. Like, I know that it's once a year back. That look. See, I can't see the chat, but that's the ball's in the fucking way. And Kermie's just fallen down. And my controls just fallen over. Too much shit in one spot, maybe. Too cluttered. I know someone else, or someone that would be saying something straight away. It's too fucking cluttered, man. What are you fucking doing? But again. Oh, that's better. I can see it now. If anybody comes in, I can see it. That's but it's not like it's we're going through. I can see you if I went up a level there. Oh, I'm nearly at that one. That thing. This one here. This is what I want. It looks like an Australian soldier. I'm going to change my skin and exit into Australia. Guys, sit down. Guys, sit down, Loki, please. You're wandering around like an aimless sheep. Guys, sit down. Oh, here comes the news, hang on, let's get this going. I changed it to channel 7 just for a different one.
A growing threat as our top doctor reveals what needs to be done to end the pain.
Developing now, Victoria doubles down. The lockdown extended. An announcement on how long for expected today. The numbers set to decide Melbourne's fate.
New developments, tough restrictions, Adelaide bunkers down, no gyms, no hairdressing and non-essential retail out. Your guide to the new rules.
New this morning, COVID crowds overhauled. Delta set to change how you go to the game. Vaccination passports, negative tests amidst fears for the AFL Grand Final.
Learning to live with COVID, the controversial call for lockdowns to end as Queenslanders joined the queue for the Pfizer jab.
Adelaide
Special report, fresh food to your
Brisbane
front
can't.
door. The best
Tassie's the only place you can have it.
How they stack up on service and price.
And Kate Beckinsale, the British action hero, is back and on Sunrise. It's Tuesday, the 20th of July, 2021.
I haven't even got paid for yesterday for the pamphlet drop.
Right across Australia, this is Sunrise on Sydney. Now live from Brecky Central, Koshi and Matt.
Hi and welcome to Tuesday. Also this morning, pictures to make every Aussie smile. Get Ash Barty landed in Tokyo, fresh from her victory at Wimbledon. She's at her first Olympics. Brents is there. What a year she's had.
Yeah, Koshi, and it could be about to get even better. Of course, Ash is in fine form. Heading into these games, she's just come off a couple of days break just to refresh in the Bahamas. And she is raring to go. 2 goals in her life. Win Wimbledon and, of course, win the Olympic gold medal. She's won Wimbledon. One more big one to go. She'll find out on Thursday who she's going to play. We'll have more on that later.
Bring it on. But first, this out to the COVID development. There's no end in sight to the Sydney lockdown. And in Melbourne, a decision on how long the snap shutdown will last is expected today. But the big crowds at the footy have authorities nervous. Koshi.
Well, several states are now dealing with active coronavirus cases. New South Wales has 98 new cases. There are 16 in Victoria, 3 in South Australia. Of the 98 new cases in New South Wales, 20 were infectious in the community. There's been some deaths. There are 82 COVID patients in hospital, 24 are in intensive care, 7 require ventilation. Victoria's 16 new cases include infections linked to a Cremorne restaurant and Trinity Grammar, plus cases linked to the Wallabies game and the Euro Cup finals event at a city pub. And the state's snap lockdown has been extended until at least Friday. In South Australia, an 81-year-old man and his daughter have tested positive, plus another close contact. Authorities are investigating if the man became infected while in New South Wales hotel quarantine or in a Sydney hospital. Sites exposed include Modbury Hospital, an Aldi supermarket and a bank branch. New restrictions across South Australia begin at midnight. Non-essential retail and indoor fitness venues closed. Masks are mandatory.
Check your gear and weapons. Planes are making ready for deployment.
Only outdoor dining is allowed, and there's a limit of 10 people at private gatherings.
Right now to our team of reporters. Sam Brett is in Fairfield in Sydney. Sam, you have more details on this mother who died of COVID-19.
I do, Nat. Good morning. We know that she was looking in her 50s and that she died inside her home in southwest Sydney.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
COVID-19. We know that she is the mother of those 2 removers who, while knowingly infectious with the virus, traveled from Sydney to Orange. There are now 61 people that have died from COVID in New South Wales. She is the 5th person to die during this current outbreak. The cases here in New South Wales are going to keep on growing. We saw 98 new cases yesterday. 20 of those were actually gone out and about in the community.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Hopefully that is a positive sign. We have more good news on that emergence that came out from the here in Fairfield. This community is really on fire. 2/3 of those new cases yesterday came from here. People
enemy soldier incoming.
Around the block. We also know that people Fairfield is going to help stay home and not go to work. Many of them are struggling. We saw long lines at Central yesterday. Don't you love it that
Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you get moving.
Probably the most in our 1.5 is that we now have over 300 exposure sites. That means growing literally by the hour. One of those exposure sites is the most concerned today is because this is unreleased. Now, no patients or staff have tested positive, but unknowingly positive for admission through on Friday. All of these add up to a continuation of massive staff shortages.
If we win against Delta variant, we have to give ourselves the absolute best chance.
Now, huge crowd at the Super Rugby and AFL as leisure contact kicking off, taking off from there. There's a lot of concern. Reports say the AFL is looking into when
Being tracked by an enemy team, stay sharp.
to show a vaccine passport.
Hostile
and a
dropping into
negative
the area.
test. Now, Amy's
Eliminate
Park
all
is
targets in the
apparently
AO.
all of the stadium has now been listed as a Tier 3 exposure site from last Tuesday's Wallabies game. There have been extra Tier 1 and Tier 2 exposure sites listed from them too, which means there's hundreds of people today in isolation who could have been out and about in the community for the past week.
Amanda Backman is in Adelaide. South Australia has been forced into stage 4 restrictions. Amanda, hundreds of people are coming forward for testing.
Good morning, Nate. Yes, we're at the Victoria Park 24-hour drive-through testing clinic. There are huge lines here. They stretch as long as 5 kilometres. I spoke to one family in the line, mum, dad and 2 kids, and they have been waiting about 8.5 hours to get the COVID test. Now, this is because there are a list of exposure sites up on the SA Health website. About 20 sites, most of them in Adelaide, northeast and suburbs. It follows 3 COVID cases that we had all been vetting here. A man who is 81 years old, his daughter who is in her 50s, and a close contact with them, a man who is also in his 50s. What this is resulted in is level 4 restrictions here. Our Premier says he wants to go hard and go early because we've only got one chance of this. Those restrictions include gyms and non-essential shopping. Non-essential shops are closed. Also, beauty salons are closed. There are some new rules around masks. Also, private gatherings, weddings, funerals, capped at 10. No contact or team sport, which means the Crows and Court have to apply for an exemption to actually train. Our Premier, Nat, says that these restrictions will all be reviewed on Friday.
Okay, Tamara Boys on the Gold Coast. Queensland is ramping up its vaccination rollout.
Yeah, 1 million doses of the Pfizer vaccine touching down in Australia. We're yet to hear how much of that will be allocated to Queensland, with more than 200,000 Queenslanders on a wait list to receive that particular jab. But in anticipation of the vaccine's arrival, these mass vaccination hubs will begin coming online, some as early as this morning. This one on the Gold Coast at Broadbeach will open 7 days a week from now.
So I reckon, chat, we'll do, what's the time now? Probably another, not for long done. Probably this game and that'll be it. I need to go and have a shower and I want to do some more stuff around. Tie this fucking house up with some jump pit. I know Sonya's dad will be here soon too, but I told him that I've got to go and do that stuff. He'll give me a call.
You're safe. Fight to earn redeployment. Pay attention, you'll be out there soon. Get yourself sorted, you're up next. return to the front line. You lose, your fight is over. Sort them out or capture the objective. You're heading back to base. Pull hard out. Turn to base.
See you guys, have a good one. Probably stream a bit later in the afternoon once I get things sorted here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it'll be all sorted.